Hi everyone, this is Board Games and Bourbon. I'm Glenn Flaherty, and right now I want to talk to you about a game that I have called Run, Fight, or Die Reloaded by Richard Lanius. And this is a re-edition of a previous game that came out. This game has 3 modes. You can play it solo, you can have more players than that, and it is essentially a game where you're trying to survive a zombie apocalypse. Now, the thing is about this game, I wanted to talk about it because I bought it with super eager hopes. And in some ways, it's an upgrade from the previous edition, but I'm not sure that it's become the game that I was hoping it was going to be. I can't say that I really have that sense of dread. It is fun, it's frenetic, but I wanted to explain it to you, and maybe you can tell me your thoughts here. So what I have set up in front of us essentially is the solo version of the game. And what that means is I have one player mat here. I have some people that are the zombies, and they're going to be attacking me. I have a personal character here that I chose. All the characters that you choose in the game, they're going to give you special abilities that only you can activate, and they're all a little different from each other. The zombies are coming on. As the zombies come, they injure you. You have the boss zombie that if this is activated, special mutant things are done to you, because that's the zombie mutant boss there. You have loot you might get depending on your draw. You have followers you might get in the game. They not only have health, but they also have powers that may be good, might be bad. You don't know. You're taking a gamble. You have locations that you're trying to get through in the game. You're trying to get to the end of this deck. When you play solo, you're simply trying to survive the deck. When you're playing competitively, you are trying to have the most points by the end of the game. When you get to the end of the deck, you're going to get points for, leadership tokens for completing goals, for, attacking something, and you get points for your followers and stuff like this. You're simply trying to have the most goals. In the campaign version of the game, what you're doing is instead of having the location cards laid out in a deck and you pull one and try to get through it, you're going to have them all splayed out like 12, and you choose to which one you go. There's going to be implications from action cards that say you have to complete some type of arduous task, otherwise a bad thing happens. You're going to have traumas that say you have to complete this card in order to get rid of this. And for instance, here this says you cannot re-roll search results. You're basically rolling die in the game. Search results help you move forward. When you go through locations, you have good things that could occur, bad things that could occur, something that lets you trigger both. Okay. The great thing about it is the game has a lot of instructions here. These are all player aids for the various modes. If you spend a lot of things in the game, like a lot of items or gain a lot of people, you start getting upgrades to your character, and that's always fun. When we open the box, this is the box right here. It's a big old box. You need a lot of shelf space. A very thick rule book that actually spends a lot of time talking about the campaign. And the campaign you actually have to buy separate from the base game. Advertisement here. You're going to get a whole bunch of boards for everyone to play on here. There are 4 boards. There are a bunch of different characters here you can choose from. They give you a little backstory on one side and all their different characteristics on the top. Coach, the businessman, the prom queen. What else we got going on down there? We have army vet and so on. Extra vacation location cards here that you shuffle. I have, I think, 10 cards here, but you choose from the deck what you want. You get a bunch of injuries that you put in your character as you get injuries, a bunch of victory tokens here that you get, extra baddies, and these are the monsters, the mutants that you're fighting, okay? This was actually the solo campaign deck that I got extra so I could play the game in all of its modes. So everything stays in there very tidy. There's plenty of room for everything. Okay, so how does the game go? Well, what's going to happen is you're going to get these dice over here. And you're basically going to roll these dice 3 times. Now, the 3 times thing is pretty interesting. The reason I got it was, that's a Yahtzee mechanic. And the game is made by Richard Lanius, who also made Elder Sign, one of my favorite games. So I thought this would be another one I'd want to take a chance on. And what you have on these dice are, you have baseball bats that kill 2 zombies that are near you. You have the zombie themselves that adds 1 baddie to the board. You have maps that either give you a good, a neutral, or a bad location card, but helps you get through the deck nonetheless. You get running, which lets you, in the solo game, push a zombie back one stage, or if you're playing multiplayer, maybe even put a zombie on someone else's board. You get backpacks that you can spend either to get loot, or if you spend multiple backpacks, you can get a whole new person, a new follower to be with you. And you get a gun. Guns can shoot anybody in any location on your board. It can even kill the big bad guy who creates the most havoc in the game. So to set up the game, you're going to take your locations and you're going to get, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. And in the bottom cards, what you want to do, somewhere in there, you want to shuffle a card called the Town Line. If you can get here, you are going to win the game. Most of the cards look like this, though. Like this one here says, Welcome to the Church. If you roll 1 or 2 map, Desire to Destroy, I have to awaken the mutant zombie. Now, there's different settings. On the hard setting, you put 5 little zombie tokens on there. And basically, you have to get rid of all the zombie tokens to get rid of it. If there are any tokens there, you have to draw these mutant cards, and they're usually bad things. Like this one here says, Summon the Horde. Add 1 zombie to your Zone 2 and 2 zombies to your Zone 3 and stuff like that. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. This also came with stickers to correct the board because there's a printing error. The good thing over here says if you roll 2 or 3 maps, you do the benefit, which is power to fight the darkness even. Kill up to 4 zombies in a single zone, draw a leadership token, which is points at the end of the game. And if you have only 3, you get that as well. So if you roll just 1 map, you have to do the bad thing. If you roll 2, you have to do the top and the bottom, the good and the bad. And if you roll 3, you only do the good thing. The iconography in the game is pretty darn good. Okay, and to set up the board, what you're basically going to do is you put 1 zombie here, 2 zombies here, I believe. You're going to put 3 zombies here, and you are going to put 4 zombies back here. Now, the color of the zombie doesn't really matter. This is orange and blue. It's a little bit more colorful than just seeing tons of gray. And frankly, I'm tired of seeing gray in my games. And you know, I'm not really into minis because I don't like the space. And I would rather have a colorful cutout, kind of like in Dead of Winter. And this, frankly, over it. So you're going to get these and you're going to roll. The only thing you can't roll is you cannot re-roll the zombies. You're going to do this. You're going to roll. What I got? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Zombie, zombie, zombie. I can't do anything there. Run and attack. Okay, so these 3 I can't do anything about. That is no good, but I can re-roll these too. So in an instance like this, you kind of want to look at your personal player board. As zombies come off the board, they start attacking you personally, or if you gained followers, they can attack the followers if you choose. You might want to kill a follower if it's a bad follower, but bad followers are usually worth more points. If you have a good follower, you may also put an injury on them instead of yourself, because if you take the injury, you die, but they go away and you lose points, and maybe that affects your score, yada, yada, yada. Not so important in the solo game. Here it says Deadly Aim. If I were to keep 2 zombies and 1 green, I would get to kill a zombie in zone 1, 2, and 3. If I had 2 zombies, a backpack, and a map, I could convert it. I could treat it as 2 backpacks and 2 maps, meaning I could get a follower, 2 loot. I could explore territory and get the good and bad effect. Lastly, if I had 3 zombies, a bat, and a green, that means zombies in Zone 1 do not advance. Normally, they all advance, kind of like a phalanx there. Kill 5 zombies among any zones, deal 1 damage to the mutant boss. So that's actually really good. So you're taking a gamble there. Regardless of what you roll, though, you have to, you know, even if I have zombie, green, I have to put 2 extra zombies back here. After everyone advances, I have to add minimum of 3 zombies plus whatever I rolled. Okay, so I can't re-roll those. I have this. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to take this here. I'm going to roll this again. I got another run. That's my second roll. I don't care about running. Let's give it a whirl. And another run. My goodness me. Okay, so what happens here? Okay, first thing you do in the game is you have to do the action phase. So that means use any cards you have, roll your dice, take their effects. So I have the kill shot here. That's going to get rid of these 2 zombies. I have the run. I'm going to push you back to here. And then nothing else I can really do at this point because it's so new. Now there's the mutant phase. There's no mutants here, no mutant phase. Now the advance. These 2 move forward. All of these move forward. Now, 3 come back here. Plus, I rolled 3 here. So 3 more are going to come out. All right, this is the basics of the game. Now, notice, I have yet to get through this deck of 11 cards. I haven't even made a dent. Okay, so we're going to roll again. Turn 2. What happens here? Looking better. I have 2 maps. I like that. I have an attack. That feels good. I'm always down for having loot with a backpack, and I have a green shot. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some loot. And the first loot I take is binoculars. Binoculars say discard to change a non-zombie die to a result of your choice. I dig it. According to the rules, there's nothing that says there is a limit on how much loot a person can have, and there's not a limit on how many pieces of loot you can use on a turn. I'm going to use my baseball bat to take these 2 people out. I'm going to use my gun to take out this person here, and I'm going to use my 2 maps to explore the first location. And the first location is the town line. Let's put that on the bottom. All right, there we go. We're going to pull this up here, and it says, welcome to the back road. Search for prey. Awaken the mutant zombie. Oh, boy, okay. So what that means is I'm playing in the hardest version, and that means you got to put 5 tokens on here. Now, 1, 2, you're supposed to flip them upside down, because if you defeat this, you get bonus points on the other side, like this says 1, but they're a little random. There's 0s, there's 1s, and there's 2s, 3, 4, 5. If you get something that triggers the mutant to be awake again a second time while it's already awake, you have to put 3 more tokens on there. But the good effect says, hiding out of sight, draw 2 leadership tokens and choose 1 to keep. So what that really means is a point towards the end of the game. And leadership tokens look like this. And in this case, I got 1 point. Okay, so this card is going to be out of the game essentially. And I have 1 token. We'll put that right there. Okay, so I've done that. Now I have to move to the mutant phase. I do have mutants. That means I have to draw a mutant card. And the first mutant card says, radiation attack. Each player takes a wound. My goodness, everything under the sun is happening to me today. All right, let me get one of my little tokens out here. I have no one to give this to, so I have to take 1. At the end of the game, I'd normally score points for how many health I have left, but I have 1. I have 4 left here, 4 health. This tells me that I might want to get some helpers that instead of just loot, because loot is one-time benefits. People are ongoing. They can be good and bad. Okay, well, each player takes a wound. I did that. I have my item over here, the binoculars. Okay, well, let's go ahead with the advance. So now they move 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I am going to repopulate. 1, 2, 3. And I don't think I had any zombies there. No, fine. Okay, so on to the next turn. Let's hope I get a lot of loot. 1 zombie, can't do anything about it. A backpack, a map, a gun. I don't really care about the gun. Oh, the gun could help me shoot this. I actually find that in the game, killing the zombie baddie isn't nearly as bad as you would hope. It's more important to clear these people out. I'm going to keep the baseball bat because I have 4 people and I have to get rid of 2. I don't think at this moment 1 backpack is that helpful. Let's go ahead and roll these. Maybe I can explore. Oh no, another zombie. Okay, well, I gotta do something here. Let's roll again. 3rd roll. 2 more backpacks. Wow. Okay. So what am I going to do? I'm going to spend my baseball bat to take these 2 out. Yeah, I mean, I have to. I have 2 backpacks. I think it might be more important to get 2 pieces of loot than a person at this moment, because loot often will kill the zombies or maybe help me fix myself. So let's put those away. First piece of loot is an axe. It says discard to kill 2 zombies in zone 1. Yes, please. I'll do that. I'll discard that. And these are out of the game. That worked out. And the second piece of loot, more binoculars. Okay. Not so bad. Now we have to go to the mutant phase. Mutants are still present. Another card. Take 2 wounds. Holy smokes here. This is going way worse than any of my previous game. You know, up until this game, I had never been doing well. I had never had a hard time. In fact, it was so easy up until this game. I was thinking, was I playing something wrong? But now this is really bad shape here. Okay, so now they advance. 2 come down, 2 come down, 2 come down. These come down as well. I repopulate 3 here, plus, what did I say? And I have 2 additional because of my die. Board's getting pretty hairy. Got a lot of faces on it. I'm going to have to use those re-rolls. Okay, here we go. Rolling our dice, pulling up our sleeves, taking this seriously. Okay, so I have these 2 attacks. Pretty good. That would take care of this. That would take care of this. I also have 2 runs. Interesting. I could at least put them away, but I think I'd rather try to get people. Let's do it. Let's roll. And we're going to roll this too. Okay, 2 gunshots. So that would kill everyone in the front, and that would let me get through a location. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to stop there. Okay, so each of these kill 2 zombies, 2 zombies, 2 zombies. That takes out 4. 2 gunshots, take out these 2. My map lets me explore, but I got to take the bad location, the bad aspect of the place I am. Welcome to the parking lot. Open destruction. Awaken the mutant. All right, so that means I have to put 3 more zombies on here. See, that's why I don't even invest in trying to kill the zombie. It just seems like it just keeps coming. Maybe if it was the group game, that'd be worth it because collectively we can all try to attack this guy. Okay, that's gone. But the zombies are present, so I have to pull my zombie card, and this time it says, oh my gosh, charge attack, take 2 wounds. Wait a minute. Take 2 wounds. I take 2 wounds, I'm dead. I can't believe it. I died on camera. The first time I died. That's it. I'm toast. I have all my injuries. Tragic. Wounds. Characters and followers each can take a finite number of wounds. If a follower has all of their wound spaces filled, they die. My goodness. X-Cop, it's been so short. I can't believe it. Wow. And all the times I played it, this is the first time I died. And that was a mauling. Unbelievable. I should have invested in the people. Had I invested in a person, I could have done this. Look at this. 2 points. Gain an additional reroll each round. I should have been rerolling. I should have been using these cards more often, but I didn't do it. Well, that was far more thrilling than I thought. Okay. Well, anyway, that is how you play Run, Fight, or Die. This is essentially the gameplay when it's multiplayer too. You know, you think you have the best laid plans. I mean, it's been close. Don't get me wrong. But wow, that was awful on my part. The campaign kind of feels that way too. And it's nice to watch the campaign evolve. So anyway, if you have questions about gameplay, please let me know. I'm happy to answer. And until next time, friends, stay alive. Bye.